Good morning, Do More Lifers and anybody else coming on to the channel. Let me just say hello to Tommy. Are you experienced? Good to see you guys. No, I'm not asleep at the wheel. Not this time. Definitely not this time. Uh, but I do want to have a semi-serious discussion, and so I'll be dropping a few wrenches in at the beginning here. What's up, on Hungry Traveler? Hey, Cody, good to see you. And then I'm going to come back to the hey, how are yous and that kind of thing. So if you drop a no, Richard, when I said 9, I meant 9 p.m. on the East Coast, brother. 9 a.m. here, 9 p.m. on the East Coast. Sorry about the confusion, man. It's all good though. Philthos, happy weekend. Cool. It's all good, Richard. All good, man. Did I not just give you a wrench? I tried to. Hang on. Yeah, you got a wrench. Okay. So I want to talk about sort of expectations versus reality when you come to Thailand as an expat and you plan on living here. Okay. We can do a vacation thing as well. Matter of fact, I may just talk about both of them. Good morning, John. Good morning, Anon. Henry, good morning, good morning, good morning. And thanks for throwing the PayPal link up early there. All right, experience, appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. Cody says he's been 12 hours behind his whole life. That's funny. First and foremost, if you're looking to come over here on a vacation, your expectations are probably going to either some really famous spot like Krabi or Wahin, possibly Phuket, Pattaya, or Pattaya, and Bangkok, Chiang Mai maybe. And if you're going to those places, then all you really have to do is, hey, Addie, good to see you this morning. If you want your DoMoreLife merchandise, by the way, the link is in the description. Go check out my store. You might like some of the designs. Hang on a second. We got a problem here, boys. That is not... Tommy J, did you change your... Tommy, send me a message on Facebook and tell me whether or not that Tommy J down there with the wrench is you or not. Because I don't think it is. Let me just go ahead, remove that comment and see what happens. That's interesting. Ben says best advice is never mix with other foreigners. Don't argue with Thais equals happy life. That's pretty much the extent of it, Ben. That's pretty much the extent of it. Richard says you're lagging a little bit. Cool. Hey, Justine. That hat is looking well weathered. I remember I was with you when you bought it. You were excited it was your first curved hat. Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's why I made that move there, John. Facebook. Okay. Sorry, guys. Gotta check a couple things out here, and then we'll be right back on topic. I don't have anything on Messenger from any of you guys. Let's see. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our experience. That's exactly what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I got you on the first one there, Tommy. But we got a troll in the house. We got a troll in the house. So. It just hide that. Okay, we should be good to go now. All right, moving right along. Let me catch up with the comments real quick. Cody relating Ted. Hey, Justine KW. If I had a felony conviction of drug charges, 8 years old, will that deny me for a Thailand elite visa? Most likely. Most likely. I don't have a 110% guarantee on that, but probably. And while your question is relevant, YouTube doesn't like some of those words, so I'm going to remove your comment. No disrespect to you there, KW. Stuck in Florida, my man. What's up? How are you doing this morning? I hope you are doing well. Trying to figure out what's going on here. Richard says, "Watch out for the trolls, Jeremy. A lot of jealous YouTubers out there. I know. That's cool. You're welcome, David. Eddie says kangaroos just went past my house. That's funny. Richard says, D-Dog, if you're in here, it's best to leave now. Don't mess with. I hear you, Richard. Good, JC. Hope all is well with you. Yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. So, we'll start with the vacationers first, like we were talking about, and say that if you're coming to one of those spots, maybe the expectation is it's going to be paradise and beautiful, and I'm going to have lots of pretty ladies around me the whole time. I can drink as much as I want to. I don't have to worry about curfew. Hey, Michael. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff, and everything. Life is just going to be so good, so good. And the reality of the situation is, if you come during rainy season, it's not going to be so good because it's going to rain every day. The other thing is your budget. Did you budget accordingly? Do you have a surplus of funds to make sure that you're going to be okay should there be an emergency? Are you going to purchase temporary health insurance? I would suggest that you do that. Does your bank know where you're going? Because if they don't, and you try to use your ATM over here, your ATM card will not work. So, these are just a few of the challenges you would face as a vacationer, as a tourist, or as somebody who's just coming to Thailand to on a vacation, whether it be a week or a month. Budget accordingly. Get some type of health insurance. They actually offer tourist health insurance now. Thailand does. And you can get that probably through thaivisa.com, but if not, there has to be some website. If you Google temporary health insurance in Thailand or tourist insurance in Thailand, I'm sure it'll take you to a place where you can get that. Let me catch some comments real quick. KW, oh, wait. Cody says, did about 20 years ago, that won't hurt my retirement visas. Well, other than 2 speeding ticket. 20 years ago, dude, I doubt it. 8 years ago, maybe a different deal. But I don't think a 20-year-old DWI is gonna. I don't think that's gonna hold anything up. KW says, okay, thanks. So I was considering Manila. They have loopholes for tourist visas. I can keep extending, then apply for investor visa there. Love your channel. Thank you. Thanks for saying you love the channel. Hey, Scott, good to see you, man. No Christmas challenge has been started. You want me to do more food reviews? I'm going to have some time here shortly, and I'm going to talk about that later. Our experience is, yes, the first thing you need to do is let your bank know you are going to Thailand, so your bank card and Visa card will work there. That's absolutely true. I can't leave that comment up because we don't care about anything that has to do with him. Sorry. Cody says, I think it's like $20 for 30 days of health insurance. Absolutely. Sauce Spicy, we didn't meet in Pattaya. I didn't have plans to meet with you in Pattaya, I don't think. Good evening, Frank. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Now, as a long-term resident, if you come over here, there are two types of people that come. Usually people that come to retire and people that come to work. Okay. Up until their retirement, most of the time, in most cases. So when you come over here to stay and you want to retire, the expectation is, I'm going to live out my days, be happy, joyous, and free, and not have to worry about anything. And, life is just going to be good. I'm going to be, most people in their retirement are married, but if they're not, they're single, and they come in. Hey, Robert. And yes, that's correct. Are you experienced? We don't discuss other channels, good or bad. That's right. Will says, have you found it hard for Thais to understand your accent? No, because Thai, I don't really speak Thai. Yeah, Dave, nothing personal, brother. Will says, no, because I don't really speak good Thai, so I don't try. I know just enough to get by. And some people that are not Thais have a problem with my accent. So, it's just one of those things I was born with, and I was raised this way. And I would have to literally go to some kind of speech therapy class to change it, and I'm not going to do that. Michael says, just got back from Pattaya and spent $3,200 US dollars in 2 weeks, and I enjoyed every minute of it. We'll be going back in 6 months. I hear you, Michael. There's a lot of fun to be had over here. Kurt, good morning from Patong. Good morning, Kurt. Good to see you, man. And you're at Patong. I got to get together with you sometime. Richard says, Jeremy would love to see a video where it's you in front of the camera reflecting back on 2 to 3 years outside of the U.S. It's a huge accomplishment. I think you should take a bow, man. And thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Kurt says, live within your means and you'll be fine. That's true. Now, moving to the subject of coming over on retirement. My friend Ross did a video on this channel, and it's called Are You Experienced? If you could find this video and throw a link to it, I would greatly appreciate it. It's called The Exact Amount of Money You Need to Retire in Thailand. That's the name of it. And it would probably be under popular videos, I would think, on the playlist. But if you take a look at that video, what Ross gives is not the exact amount of money you need for retirement. What he gives you is a formula so you will know your exact amount of money you need for retirement. That's what he's doing. Just to let you guys know. And he does a great job explaining why you need so many things. So as a retiree over here, let me catch these comments real quick. Rob says, anyone know how long the Ed visa allows you to stay in the country? No, Rob, to my understanding, there's not a limit on that, but it's shrinking. Like, there was a time when you could stay on an Ed visa if you had a reputable school for a year and a half or more. Now I think the maximum is approaching 9 months, I believe. That's the last I heard. Anyway, I love Richard Sauce Spicy First Warning. I love it. The other Robert says, have you ever been on the east side by a little town called Trat? I would love to get down to Trat. Like I said, I've got some time off coming up here shortly after Christmas, and I will be shooting some videos. I know you guys are probably thinking, dude, all we do is tune into this live stream crap on the weekends, and we miss your videos or whatever. Yep, there's the video. Thank you. Are you experienced? The link to Ross's awesome video I think that video has over 100,000 views, if I'm not mistaken. And he did a great job explaining the income stream that you would need. There's Ross. Trat is quiet except for the ferry to Ko Chang. I can imagine. But Trat's still a place. Trat and Ko Chang are two places that I would like to check out before I leave Thailand. That's not coming anytime soon. I'm just saying. So coming back to the. I'm not. Wait, hang on. Cody says I have planned to withdraw my weekly budget on Mondays, and if by Saturday I went through it, then that my week and I'll stay. That's awesome. Yeah, we're glad to see you, Ross. Probably help add to the conversation here, as you always do. Will says Ed Visa usually 1 year by a reputable university and renewed by the university every year until complete. That's true. But I cruise around a lot of these Facebook groups, and the Ed Visa seems to be a harder visa to get and even a harder visa to renew. I don't know why, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying I don't know for sure. Robert says it's nice. There is hardly any English though. I assume you're talking about Thailand. Our experience, Ko Chang is awesome. One of the best islands. I would love to get out there. Rob says, last I heard was 8 months and sign up again for 6 months. I intend to do a visa run for 3 months in between and after. Just remember when you do that visa run, make sure that you have every single thing that you need, like every single thing that you need in terms of paperwork, and make sure all your I's are dotted and T's are crossed, because the last thing you want to do is get somewhere and not have anything or not get your visa. Mr. McGee, thank you so very much, sir, for getting the day started. I really, genuinely, thoroughly appreciate that. I did not see it because I did not have my email open, so thank you very much. It is very, very, very much appreciated. And here comes more. Wow. This guy, I'm not sure if he wants me to show his name or not, but he sent 50, and I love you, bro. I really do. I mean that very, very much. Very much. Holy moly. So this guy does not want me to show his name, but there's a contribution. Wow. That's $100, guys. $100. I am so happy that I can be able to keep you guys entertained long enough on these live streams until I can get back in video mode. Thank you all for from the bottom of my heart. I genuinely appreciate that. That just put a ridiculously good looking smile on my face, whether I'm actually smiling or not. That's crazy. And I really, truly thank you guys for it. Thanks so much, guys. Really, I appreciate that very much. Now, let me try to find where I was at in here. I can't say enough about you guys, though. And the guy that contributed 100, that's an awesome Christmas present. It's an awesome Christmas present from the $50 guy, and an awesome Christmas present from Roger for the 25. So thank you so very much. Thank you. Let's see here. Where were we? Rob said, we talked about that. Okay. Sauce Spicy says, I mean, Manila is crazy. What about something like Pattaya in the Philippines? I don't know a lot about Behold because I didn't spend a lot of time in Behold, but if you want a good city to retire in the Philippines, I would suggest Cebu. I think Cebu, or if you want to on the outskirts of Cebu, something like Mandawi or somewhere in that neighborhood. If you don't want to live in the city, that would be fine. And you have to remember, the Philippines is not as developed as Thailand, not even close. Not even close. So you need to keep that in mind when you're thinking about these loopholes for visas. And I understand what you're saying. You can stay in the Philippines on a tourist visa for 3 years and go out of the country for 24 hours, come right back in and get another tourist visa. And as long as you keep upping it, then you can do it for 3 more years. So that's something you have to think about, though. How many people are doing that, and what are the quality of people that do that? Not saying everybody's bad. I'm just saying you have to think about these things. Cody says never makes it. Oh, I got you. Never makes it. Ball Around the World says take the 999 government bus to Ko Chang 261 bot from Ekamaya or BKK. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. I started to call you by your first name, but I don't know if you want me to do that or not. That's awesome, dude. 261 baht from Ekamaya. That's crazy. That's wonderful. Rob says, yes, I got my ed visa in Vietnam. Easy 1-day turnaround. Was in Thailand 5 months this year on a tourist. All they needed was a bank statement and $80. Good for you, man. I haven't heard of things being that simple, but good for you. Ross is talking to One Hungry Traveler. Some nice beaches near Trat. I've heard that, man. Scott P says, love you, man. I appreciate it, man. And the love is reciprocal. I assure you that's that's a huge help to what's coming up now that I have a few days off coming up toward or after Christmas, toward the new year. I will definitely be able to do some traveling now and definitely be able to bring you guys some video. Even on my old busted camera, I can. It works good enough to get the video, and we'll get it. Robert says, Trat after Bangkok, there were few people that could speak English. It was worth it though. In Bangkok, they speak pretty good English. I would imagine in any touristy area you go to in Thailand, they're going to speak pretty good English. Some of them are. Cody says, thanks for the contributions, gents. Absolutely. Cody's been a part of this month's contributions, and I appreciate that from him very, very much. Roger McGee says, contribute $25 and feel like I'm cheap. You are definitely not cheap, Roger. You're definitely not cheap. You're a constant good source of you're a constant contributor on the channel, and I love you and appreciate you for it very much. Vistor says, happy Friday, JC. It's Saturday morning for me, but happy Friday to you, sir. Cody says 25 isn't cheap, Roger. Thanks. That's right. It's definitely not cheap. Our experience says it's the sentiment that counts, Roger. Absolutely. Oh, and he says he was just joking. That's right. That's right, Scott. Any contribution is generous, never cheap. I love that. Black Sand Beach in Trat, very cool place. Must be a link to talk about Black Sand Beach. Cody says, I've heard 3/4 people Cebu was their favorite area. It was my favorite area too when I was over there for sure. Thanks, Jeremy. Is it safe? No, it's not. Nowhere in the Philippines is safe, in my opinion. There are many, many reasons for that, and I just don't want to go into the Philippines right now. But no, there's not. And when you get there and you see armed guards at every bank, every mall, every school, every fast food joint, and they're all holding shotguns or military rifles, you'll understand what I mean by not safe. Richard says, Cebu looks nice, but Rockman would miss me if I went outside Thailand. Yes, he would. Yes, he would. And so would I. Are you experienced? For those that don't know, Ekamaya is the bus station in Bangkok. Yes, one of the many, one of three that I know of in Bangkok. Yes. Ross says, JC, if you want to do a road trip, let me know. I always have a few days off. That's now there's an idea, Ross. That would also, by the way, Ross has a channel. I think Are You Experienced has a channel too. And I did what I tell you guys to do. I don't know if you noticed, and this is not bragging on myself. I'm just telling you, I'm not going to ask you to do something that I don't do. So I shared a video from everybody's channel that's got one that comes in here that I know about this past week. Shared it on my Facebook and Facebook account. So I'm trying to get you guys some attention as well. And what made me think about that was Ross's proposition to take a road trip. That would be excellent, and that would be some great content for us both, man. So yeah, I'm interested in that very much. Let's see here. Rob says Ekamai has cheap buses to Pattaya for about 119 baht. That's true. Addie says I missed flights to Vietnam from Bangkok in 2017. Lesson learned. Ooh, I bet it. So, Fabe, what's up, Fabe? Good to see you, man. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We'll be in Bangkok into January. Hope to see you, buddy. I hope I see you too. Take care. You too, Fabe. Good to hear from you, man. Let's see. This says Karma. Big time Charlie. Karma. Okay. Ross says, JC, I sent you some broken videos of Black Sand Beach. It was through the mangroves forest. Remember. Richard says, interesting how it went from 25 to 50 to 100. I don't see that on other channels. I don't either. That was, I guess that was just the way it came in. But that's funny. You have a loyal following, man. Honestly comes through on your channel. Yeah, it does. It comes through on my channel, and I love these guys for it. You included. Robert says, is it possible to visit Thailand on a tourist visa and stay if you find a job? Yes. I've heard that sometimes you have to go back to your country and apply through the Thai consulate in the States. You can do that. What'll happen is if you come over on a tourist visa and you decide you want to be a teacher or something else, or a company wants to hire you or whatever, they will send the non-B. They will give you the non-B visa paperwork, and if you're in Bangkok and you're on a tourist visa, you can go directly to Bangkok and apply for the non-B if you're going to be working in the Bangkok area. So you don't have to leave the country to apply for it. Now, if you're not in Bangkok, most places require you to take that paperwork and go to a foreign embassy or consulate. So you would go to a Thai consulate in like Savannah, or in any consulate. You could go to Penang or Kuala Lumpur or wherever you're going, and you take your paperwork and they issue the non-B visa at that consulate, and then you have to go through immigration when you come back, and they see that you have make sure you have a letter of intent for the school to hire you, and or wherever you're going to be hired, and they'll see the non-B visa and they'll punch you right through and shouldn't have any problems. The only way you could go back to your country is if like if your tourist visa wasn't going to last long enough. Roger says, not really considered these contributions, more like small insurance. I feel sure if I run into a problem over there, I can come on here and get some good advice or help. That's for sure, Roger. You can definitely do that here. There's a lot of people in here that know a lot more about Thailand than I do. Cody says, JC, your road trip with Ross live was very entertaining. That was entertaining. There we go, Ross. Now I think we hit on something there. Maybe we would have to do some live streams or something. Ross says pick either north or east, but not south. North or east, but not south. Okay. All right. I got you. Will says, Robert, it is better if you find a job here before you get here. You have a very limited amount of time on a tourist visa, but it is possible. That's correct. Now, remember, you can get a tourist visa and you can extend that 60-day tourist visa. You can get a 30-day extension for a total of 90 days, or if you don't need that much time, you can get a 30-day stamp where if you are coming from a country that they allow stamps, you can get a 30-day stamp and extend that stamp one time for a total of 60 days. So it's up to you. Richard says, everyone subscribe to Ross and Rayon, good honest channel, really interesting videos. Hope you don't mind. No, I don't mind. Our experience has got a good little channel. He's put some videos together from when he was over here. I tell people to subscribe to him all the time. I even shared one of your videos, dude. You have a channel too. I'd like to see some of your videos take off. I vote north in the mountains, says Ball Around the World. That might be interesting. Cody says, JC could ask subscribers to vote on road trip destination for you and Ross. That's not a bad idea at all. I can do that in the community tab. That's not a bad idea, Cody. I vote north of the mountains. All contributions go to gas money. My truck gets 8 kilometers to the liter, or about 22 miles per gallon. That's funny. Phil says, good day from Canada. Good day, Phil. Nice to see you. Cody says, just seeing everyday life live anywhere is entertaining. That's so true. Rob says, what is the minimum amount of hours you can be a teacher and get a work permit part-time instead of full-time teaching? You're not gonna find a part-time gig that's gonna get you a work permit unless it's some kind of very specialty school, like for like a corporate entity, like the perhaps one of the manufacturing facilities over here hired you specifically to teach English to their employees, like business English. And they only wanted you to work. They only wanted you to work like 30 hours a week or something. Then you might be able to get a work permit because they could sponsor you. But just going to a language school or something like that and getting a work permit, it's not going to happen. You need to be 40-hour a week full time. I think their standard's 38 hours a week, but around that neighborhood anyway. Cody says, yeah, I've seen hundreds of vids, not many up north. Here we go. Just joking, Jeremy and Ross, road trip equals Dumb and Dumber. I like that. Best to fly south. Nothing to see between Waihan and Kirby but farms. Maybe we should go to Kirby, Ross. That would be awesome, dude. Colin says, morning from Barcelona. Good morning to you. That's a long way away. John says Cossack is between Bangkok and KRB. Not sure what that means. Ross says, is there any minimum hours needed to work for a work permit, perhaps in other fields? Yeah, and I think he wrote that as I was covering it. So there you go on the other fields thing too. It's about the same. Sorry, guys. It's about the same. Though I guess it would vary and be dependent upon what you wanted to do. And I'm glad because this ties into my topic of expectations in Thailand, because ultimately what I was getting at is you're going to get here and you're going to retire and you think you got yourself set up, but you hadn't watched Ross's video yet. You hadn't seen that part, and you haven't heard the stories about the visas and how everything. I mean, you just it's there's so much you need to do to retire here. Yes, it's not like life ending or life consuming, but there is a ton of paperwork, and there is a ton of money involved, depending on which way you go with your retirement visa and or marriage visa. So Ross can explain that to you better than I can. Richard says, Jay, you turned me into Bangkok Jack online. A lot of good articles in there. There is a lot of good articles in Bangkok Jack. He does some good reporting, and he has done some, or him and his staff has done some good reporting this week for sure. Mr. Selwig, hello to you. Good to see you, man. Fly to Krabi and rent a car. I like it. Let's see. Philip says, have you been to Phnom Penh? If so, did you like it there? I have not been to Phnom Penh, but I would love to go. I would love to go. Medivh says, how difficult is it to get Thai work permit? It's not difficult if you use an agency and you want to be a teacher. It's not that difficult if you just go online and apply for a job. But it's difficult if the school you're working at or the entity or corporation that you work for, if they don't help you out properly, it can be a pain in the neck because you have to do everything by yourself for sure. Krabi would be nice. I think he meant nice. Yeah, Cody, Krabi would be. I've never been there, and Ross loves it. So I think that would be an amazing little journey. Plus, I'd have Ross there with me to tell me, interesting facts about it. Cody says it's like beach and mountains together. That's awesome. Will says, depending on what you work and what. Yeah, I agree. John says, I'll be in Krabi in a little over a week. Awesome, man. Have a good time. Safe travels to you. Cody says, well, mountainous islands. Ross was talking to somebody. Phnom Penh. You're talking about in, wait. Phnom Penh is in Cambodia, right? I think so. I can't remember. Anyway, but I've never been there. Let's see what else we got. Richard said, hey, Lee. How are you? Very good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Your avatar has changed color, so good to see you in the house as always. But thank you for coming by nonetheless. Where was I at? Richard says, I was watching one of our previous Pattaya walk and talk live streams where I almost got beat up by a gang of South Koreans when I had control of your gimbal. So funny to watch. It is funny to watch, man. And the videos that we did on the islands were, I have to say, they were pretty good. And I really enjoyed them. And I wish more people would see them. That would be even better. John says Koh Sak is very interesting and beautiful park about 2 hours north of Krabi. That would be cool. Ross says marriage and retirement visas are things I know much about. Yes, you do. I agree. Ross says I showed JC Bangkok Jack, so I will take credit for that. You absolutely did. Scott P, is Bangkok Jack a website or YouTube channel? It's a website. It's a website, and you can go there and get email alerts. And he puts out an article. I don't think he puts out articles every day, but he puts out really important stuff like 2 or 3 times a week. Scott P said, I just answered that. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? I appreciate that. Richard says Bangkok Jack is a website. Yep, that's it. Addie. Yeah, see, that's not Addie. That's not Addie. That's a troll. Because the avatar has changed. Addie's avatar is always in green. I remember that. So let's do one of those and see what happens. Our experience is correct. PP is in Cambodia. Yeah, that's what I thought. 100 traveler, yes, in Cambodia. Yes, Cambodia. Red 92. Hi from Israel. Hi, Red 92. 74 watching. Give our Yoda a thumbs up, guys. That's cool. Thumbs up never hurt anything, that's for sure. Cody says, Roger Rabbit taught me that making people laugh was the essence of life. That's so true, man. So true. Ross says, if we drove south, this place is worth a visit. Something. Yeah, I'll Google it for sure. Filtho says, blood sugars are crashing after a seasonal eggnog indulgence, so off to sleep. Be well, guys. Best holidays. Okay, Filthos. See you. And that's not his normal avatar either. Yeah. Nobody's feeding the trolls, bro. Don't worry about that. Stuck in Florida's got it. We don't feed them, we delete them. Cody says probably the same guy copying Tommy J. I would imagine so. Let me make sure Tommy hasn't sent something over here on Instant Messenger. Very interesting. Got some interesting messages in here from several people. That's okay. No problem. We're still having fun. Stuck in Florida says a lot of avatars have changed. That's probably true. All right, we're going to get into the long-term stuff here in just a minute. But first, a person that always contributes 25 more there from Lee, and I appreciate him very, very, very much, very, very much, because yeah, that makes for a really, really, really good Saturday, guys. Really good Saturdays. I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. That's going to be me going out and doing some real recording and real live streams when we're out and about here in a couple of days. Are you experienced? Check this account, this Chica account. Check that for me, please. Roy says, hey, Roy from New York. Red 92 says, do you ever see yourself going back home to the USA? Maybe eventually, but no plans for it. This was a good chat. Thanks, Prep, for it. I hadn't even got into the rest of it yet. Lee says, thumbs up. Thank you, Lee. I really genuinely appreciate what you've done, man. Richard says, Jeremy equals smartest vlogger on YouTube. He's always on top of this channel. I try to be, which is one reason why we didn't get any takedowns or demonetizations when YouTube went through that little thing a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Check that channel, Richard, and make sure that's a real channel. If it doesn't have any videos or any subscribers or anything like that, then it's not a real channel, and it's a troll channel. And you know what to do with that. Ross said, did any of you see on CCC last live stream? And you know we don't normally talk about other vloggers on here. Okay, good. Not a troll. That's great. Good thing. Stuck in Florida says a friend's avatar was always green, and about a week ago it changed to blue. He said he didn't change it. Well, there you go. So does that mean that Tommy J was actually the real Tommy J? Because I can't seem to unblock him now. Okay, got that email. Why do people troll you so much? I don't know. Envy, jealousy. I have no idea. Real deal. Are you experienced? Good. Money matters. Just subbed. You pop on suggested, and I'm totally interested in visiting Thailand after I achieve fire. Loving many vids on Thailand, cost of living, and real life living there. Thank you, Money Matters. Appreciate that. John says Tommy J is TJ. Okay, so somebody go back in the Stuck in Florida, if you don't mind, go back through the he was one of the very first commenter on the channel. So if you can scroll all the way up and unblock him, because I think I blocked that Tommy J because it didn't look that his avatar changed during the middle of the live stream. And big apologies to Tommy. Big apologies to him. So if I made a mistake, let's get him unblocked. Paul, thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it very, very, very much. Thank you, and Merry Christmas to you as well, for sure. Merry Christmas, and I hope you and your family have a good one. Cody, Texas says, hi, Chica. I'll check out your channel after this. Cool. Ty Guy Bry, what's up, buddy? Hey, JC, haters gonna hate because they're jealous. Just caught the live. Yeah, I know. It's the same old story. Thank you, our experience, for unhiding Tommy. Tommy, I'm so sorry, man. So sorry. That was all my fault, and I own up to it. Sorry about that, buddy. You know I love you. I just thought somebody had copied your name, and what was the troll? I didn't think it was you because the avatar changed. So my bad, man. Welcome to the live stream, Chica. We appreciate fellow YouTubers. Yes, we do. And glad you are here. I'll probably check out your channel at some point after this live stream today. Okay, unblock Tommy J. Good. I hope he's still here. Jonathan said, when I'm in Krabi, I always eat at the Carnivore Steak and Grill in Nang, probably my favorite restaurant in Thailand. I have not been there because I've not been to Krabi, but I'm looking forward to going for sure. Tommy J, it's all good. 555. Yeah. So sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. It's that's all my fault. All my fault. Let me drop you a hammer back in there because you know you're a part of the channel, man. Or a wrench, not a hammer. John says, the Emerald Pool worth seeing. I don't know. I haven't tried that before. Ross, and let's see. Ross says Krabi is expensive for food. Too many Western-priced, Indian-owned, bad-tasting, horrible service restaurants. Stick with Thai food. I'll take your word for it, man. John says Tommy J is a great dude. If you ever have a chance to hang out with, oh yeah, I've hung out with Tommy, and he is a great dude. Absolutely. Our experience says my fault too, Tommy. I thought you had content on your channel, but it's all on Facebook. I forgot. That's right. I think that was a double whammy, but oops. Chica says she is a Filipina small YouTuber host. Well, good. I spent some time in the Philippines, and I don't really know what else to say other than that. But good luck in your endeavors, whatever you choose to do with your YouTube channel. What else we got? I like hammer better. Tommy says that's funny. Cody says I only have one subscriber, hoping it's Jessica Alba. I don't think so. Me busy. What's up, man? Good to see you. Addie says, I'm back. It's me, Addie. I produce my own audiobooks. Okay, he's back. For some reason, his avatar changed colors too. Yeah, it's Eddie. See? Look here. Blue, green, right? Don't know why color of my avatar has changed. Okay. A lot of support in here. Anyway, I didn't finish my talk on no vids on YouTube. Who has no vids on YouTube, Ross? If they don't have any, better yet is go to the about section and see what date they created their channel. If it's been very recent, like within the past few weeks or month, then you know. I don't trust account without avatars. Me either, really. But some of these guys I know I've gotten to know, so it's a little bit different. Let's translate. I'm fine. I'm not sure. Okay. So when you come here to retire, you can live. Ross is a great example. Ross lives a very unique lifestyle, and he does very well for himself. Now, most retirees will come here and they will find out. I don't want you guys that are thinking of retiring, I don't want you to find out too late that it takes 800,000 baht in a Thai bank for at least 3 months for you to be able to get your 1 year extension of stay retirement visa. Or the other option to that is 65,000 baht monthly coming in. You have to show that for 3 months. And I don't want those to be surprises to you. I want those to be Tommy. I love that, Tommy. Tommy said, if you don't get it, it's 555. Like, LOL, 555. Thanks, Tommy. That was a good one, man. Good one. I like that. But don't be shocked and surprised. That's why we're telling you these things on this channel, and there are more videos about stuff like that. Ross does a better job than I do talking about retirement because he's actually done it. He has the experience. But I've seen people come over here and retire. And something else to take into consideration is the baht. Right now, the baht is strong. It's very strong. And there are people that say it's no stronger than it was 5 years ago, 3 years ago, or whatever. But for certain countries, that's not true. For Americans, it's just a little bit lower if you look at the graphs. In fact, I shared Ross's video on that. But for people in the UK, like the euro and the pound, there is a significant difference in those. What am I trying to say? Exchange rates. They lost a lot of money to the baht. So where their currency used to be worth 56 baht to the pound or euro, whichever one it was, now it's like 36. And that's a big difference when you exchange a lot of money at one time. So we want you to be aware of all of those things, okay? That's what we're trying to do here. Now, let me find out where I was. Let's see. Stuck in Florida says, I have nothing on my channel and it's set to private. Yeah, but you can still tell that you have a channel, though. Stuck in Florida. Or I can anyway by looking at it. Some people might not be able to. Oasia 1996. Nice to see new channels, but please do not bring any more or mukbang eating videos into the world. I don't know what ASMR stands for. I don't know what eating videos, what you're talking about, unless you're talking about eating on camera. To that, I would just say, well, I'll keep my mouth shut. Richard says that Chica Jeremy has some really good YouTube videos on the fields. Not sure if you saw them. They're excellent. Yep, I spent all 9 months vlogging on the fields from Cebu to Castle Falls, in Badin, to the very, not the very north, but the northern Luzon, in the Nueva Vizcaya area, Bambang, Solano, up in that area. Prep for it says Krabi, where I will probably retire, has fantastic, inexpensive food in the markets and at street vendors, especially when you buy it fresh and have it cooked right there. I like the sound of that. That's how I like my street food, man, for sure. Did I get lost again? I think I got lost again. What are you guys talking about up here? Oh, there I am. Okay. Khan says you got to have the money, otherwise there is no point living in Thailand. I agree. Will says, what is the most important piece of advice you would give to your younger viewers looking to relocate to Thailand? Well, if they're my age, or if they're out of college or up to my age, so from age 24 to less than 50, my number one advice would be come to Thailand first. Come to Thailand on vacation and spend at least 90 days here. Spend 90 days and see where you want to be, see where you want to live, see what you want to do, and make sure your house is in order before you plan to make the trip. So, in other words, make sure you find somewhere you like, because you're going to be working 40 hours a week. All the paradise and all the vacation and all that stuff's going to go right out the window until the weekend. It's also a good idea to generate a second source of revenue because teaching does not pay very well over here unless you have a master's degree and you go to work at an international school. But those jobs pay between 80 and 120,000 about a month. So that would be good. But the one piece of advice is come to Thailand first and spend 90 days and spend it in the area that you think you want to teach at. Maybe two areas, maybe spend 45 days in one area and 45 in the other. That would be my biggest piece of advice. But good question, Will. Cody says, Miley seems like she, oh, Lord. Andy, you Coach crazy. Roy says, JC, have you been to Recon? I don't think so. It doesn't ring a bell, Roy. Ty Guy Bryce says, good advice for moving to Thailand. It's easy. Don't live like you're on holiday and have a good steady income. That's right. You have to transition yourself, because when you come over here on vacation, usually you got a lot of money stacked up, and you can spend a lot, and it's not a big deal, that kind of thing. So if that's the case, you're not going to be able to do that when you move here. If this is your only stream of income, trust me, you're not going to be able to live like that. Tommy J says, you have any plans for Christmas, a good dinner, etc.? I do not have any Christmas plans. In fact, I'm probably going to have a live stream for Christmas and not expect anybody to show up and just talk about Christmas. I don't know what I have, Tommy, to be honest with you, but that's a good question. Me Busy says, things have been kind of hectic, but all good. Our experience just left Israel. Miserable place. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear it's a miserable place. I'm going to remove that comment just because of YouTube stuff, but don't worry, Me Busy. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. I assure you. Roy, oh, he's talking to Roy. Jeremy, ding ding, PayPal. Nope, no more ding dings for PayPal since Tommy's PayPal. The 555. My phone's not dinging for some reason. I don't know why it's not dinging. I have the dinger turned on. It's not, even when it rings, it doesn't ring anymore. It just vibrates. So it's probably going to be time to get a new cell phone here in the near future at some point. Cheers, Me Busy. Ooh, that covered a lot of. Wow, let me get back up here. Where was I? Okay. Is a relaxation thing, ASMR. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Subway turkey sub is best you might get. Yeah, maybe I'll take myself to Subway for Christmas. Me Busy says more like duck and rice pudding for Christmas. That would be awesome, man. Scott says, I don't have an avatar because I'm lazy. I'll get on it. It's all good, Scott. I can tell who you are by the way you talk. Or by the way you type. It's all good. But if you feel like getting an avatar, just get a picture of something. I know you don't want a picture of your face on there and just get a picture of something to put up. Will says that Cody can be found fairly easily in Bangkok. Our experience is similar. It sounds you can sleep to or relax to, and for some reason, some people like to watch or hear people eating. Says it relaxes them. That makes no sense. Me hearing people eat does not relax me. That's for sure. Stuck in Florida says you have to have money to live anywhere. I agree, 100%. Ross says even monks need money. True story. Daddy Bob, how's it going, Bob? Good to see you. Merry Christmas, Jeremy. Just in case I don't see you next week, cheers, mate. Have a nice one. Bob from New Zealand. Thank you very much. Bob, I appreciate that a lot. Good to see you in the chat, man. Robert says, go to Thailand, Thanksgiving. She thought we were eating shit. That's funny. Oasia says, ASMR is a new trend on YouTube. People recording noises like washing dishes or brushing hair. Mukbang is a new genre where people eat in front of the camera and say nothing. Oh, well, yeah. You're not going to hear anything. You will not get either one of those on this channel. New York Frank says, got to go, buddy. Going to drop you a line next few days. Sounds good, man. And thank you for dropping by, Frank. I appreciate it, brother. Oasia says, travel videos are much better. I would agree. Me busy. My daughter loves the ASMR vid. She falls asleep and I'm listening to some teenager pecking on a microphone. I bet that's, yeah. Probably not a good thing. Where was that? Richard says, little known fact about Jay, drumroll, the guy has excellent eyesight. I've tried reading the comments during a live stream while walking, and I could not see anything. Jeremy could see every line of text. Once you get used to it, it's, at that time, you got to remember though, Richard, at that time I was doing a lot of walking and talking live streams. So I was kind of getting used to the cell phone and that kind of thing. Thanks for throwing up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? I appreciate it very much. Russell Round says at Richard, it's his superhuman strength. Yeah, that's right. That's the only superhuman strength I have too, by the way. That's awesome. Eddie says on Koh Samui Island in between Chawang Beach and Lamai Beach is a huge golden Buddha. At the bottom of the stairs, you can sit down and talk to monks. Amazing experience on a different worldview. Didn't know that. Will says Christmas is kind of depressing in Thailand. Also expect to work since it's not a public holiday. Yeah, that's true. Very true. 100% true. Richard says, I sent a PayPal. Guess you did not see. Dude, I totally gave you credit for the $50. That's I was like, love you, man. Love you for the $50. It was great. If you send another one, then it just hadn't come through to my email yet. That's what you're talking about. I just refreshed the email. Oh, here we go. Aw. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. $10. $10. I read the note. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Thanks, man. Let's see. Thank you very much for this $10 contribution. I won't put his name up there. I don't think he wants to be known. We got a bunch of Scots in there, so I'll just say it was one of the Scots. Thank you very much, one of the Scots, for the contribution. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Very, very much appreciated, especially with time to travel coming up. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see that, Richard. I had to refresh my email. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Will says, how often do you live stream? At least once a week, usually on Saturdays mornings, like right now, Bangkok time, usually around 9 a.m. And sometimes I have a Sunday live stream too, just to catch everybody that didn't couldn't or wouldn't come to the live stream today. So we'll see. Stuck in Florida says, Chica Mom She JC has a video on Balut. Yes, I do have a video on Balut. Robert, shout out to Chica Mom She. Balut, wow, how do you eat it? I couldn't do it. I recorded somebody else doing it. Travel TV, what's up? What are we talking about? Man, we're talking about everything as usual. You know, I try to stick on topic, but we get sidetracked because we're just having too much fun over here, brother. We talked about basically the expectations and the reality of living and working in Thailand, pretty much. The difference between vacationing here and retiring here, or living here and having to work here, that kind of thing. That's pretty much what we've covered so far. Good to see you though, man. Stuck in Florida, tastes like a boiled egg. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if it tastes like a boiled egg. I know there's a chicken head in there that has hair on it that you eat. I couldn't do it. Cody says, I would like to go visit monks and talk, kind of like confession plus wisdom time. That's interesting, Cody. I didn't know you could talk to monks. I had no idea. Yeah, Chica says it's a boiled egg with embryo inside. Yep, that's it. It's basically got a very, very small baby. I can't remember if it's chicken or duck. I can't remember. But anyway, it's got an embryo in it. So it's, yeah. When you pop the top off, then you have to squeeze everything in your mouth. I just can't do it. Oasia says JC Ross and Richard should form a Thai blogger superhero squad, wandering the country, fighting crime and helping people. JC has supervision. What about Ross and Richard powers? Richard has the gift of gab, and Ross' superpower is probably technology. So yeah, we could make a technology and finance, I would say, would be Ross's superpowers. So we could make it great team. Ross says my power is kindness. That's true. I can agree with that. Just removing this one. Are you experienced because of the wording of it? No harm, no foul. Don't worry, no big deal. Travel TV says I think it's a baby duck. Yeah, I think it is too. I think it's a duck. That's right. Let's see. Where was I at? All eggs are unborn chickens. Are you experienced? Stuck in Florida, the liquid inside is a bit strange at first. I bet it is. Let's see. Robert says, I get off at 1 a.m. Nuremberg time, and I always enjoy this channel. Thank you, sir. I very, very, very much appreciate it. Very much appreciate it. Richard says, are you experienced? What's up with that last comment? I think he was just trying to explain it with that one. Definitely got to remove that one too. It's all good, man. It's all good. It's just YouTube stuff. It's just got to clean up. That's all. No big deal. 408 in Nuremberg right now. Awesome. Stuck in Florida says, yes, I've eaten several and a day old chicks also. Yes, it tastes well if you partner with vinegar, and mostly it's a duck, says Chica. Oasis, my new favorite subscriber. Hey, you got a subscriber, Richard. That's awesome, man. BB, what's up? Cody says, I can eat anything but dog, cat, and oysters. That's pretty much my limit too, just about. And real hot, spicy Thai food. I can't do real hot, spicy Thai food. Hey, Zoe. What's happening? Not much. Just chatting. Ball Around the World says, I don't know if Thailand heat is tolerable for everyone. It was hot in November, and that's the cooler part of the year, I think. Actually, we had a cold front come through the first part of December here, and it was literally like the best weather I've ever experienced in Thailand. Robert says, Jeremy, what's the craziest food you ate in Thailand? I hadn't eaten crazy food, man. I just don't do it. I'm not a crazy food eater. I don't like to take those kind of chances. Too scared. Man, that's 100% honest truth. Oh, Asia says that Richard, if I'm your favorite subscriber, then post more videos to your channel. Love the San Francisco tour video you made for Jay. Yeah, I love that. I love that, man. I love that. And you know, Richard, if you're worried about not being able to get it out there, do like Ross did. Ross made several videos for this channel, and I'll put you on, and everybody will know that you have your own channel. Maybe you can get a little traction on something over there. Or you can just build your channel yourself. Either one, it doesn't matter. But I like seeing you guys grow. It makes me feel good. Tommy says it would be a good idea if you plan on moving to Thailand to try to make friends who you can trust in case you need help with any kind of emergency. That is very true, Tommy, and that is also very hard to do. But that is a very, very good point. Ooh, no, we're not talking about that. Richard says it's all about DoMoreLife. I agree, man. I agree 100%. Zoe says, I love your vlogs. It's good to hear our names. Well, that's what most people don't like about this live chat, believe it or not, because I take the time to read every comment. And I get fussed at for it a lot. Mike Ross says, is the heat and humidity in Thailand similar to the Philippines? Yes. Yes, it is. Very, very similar. Richard's tour of Haight-Ashbury was awesome. I loved it. I know. I thought it was great. I thought he did a great job. Cody says, only thing I've seen a blogger not like in Thailand was chicken intestines on a stick. Yes, that was probably not a good one. Ball around the world says, crazy food Jeremy had was a spinach leaf on a Subway sandwich. That's so true, man. That's so true. Spinach leaf on a Subway sandwich. That's very true. Very, very true. Chica says yes, Thailand and Philippines. I think it's almost the same. It pretty much is. Lee says, Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas to you, Lee. Thank you so much for being in the stream and for your contribution. I genuinely appreciate it, as always. BB says, what do you think of investing in one of those condos now or later, since Thailand is losing popularity among expats? I would say still wait, because you want the baht to weaken before you buy. You want the baht to weaken. You want the baht to weaken down to, like, if you're an American, you want the baht to weaken down to at least, I would say, $1 to 34, 35 baht, and then buy. That's what I would do. Ross can probably add more to that, or Richard could possibly add more to that too. Stuck in Florida says Philippines a little cooler than Thailand in the mountains, I think. In the mountains, yeah. There's like if you go to Baguio, Baguio is very cool. It's I think the hottest temperature I was ever in Baguio was maybe 72 degrees Fahrenheit. So very comfortable. And at night, you wear a hoodie or whatever up there because it's in the mountains, and it's beautiful little city. Big college up there, lots of young people, and they have this. I don't know if it's on Saturday night or not. They have a street market that they put together at a certain time in Baguio. There's a video on this channel showing time lapse of them putting it together. And you can go. It's like any other street vendor. They have tons of booths going up the road there, and they shut the street down for it. So Baguio is a pretty cool place. Robert said, hang on, let me go back up here. Second Florida says Philippines. Oh, I read that. Roger says, I seen a video with a huge pot of fish gut soup. No, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, definitely not. Robert says, in Trap, my girlfriend's neighbor took me to a restaurant where we had very special mushroom soup. It gets me dizzy just thinking about those wild mountain mushrooms. I bet so. Okay, Stuck in Florida is talking about food. There's the PayPal link. Thank you. Our experience. Bashard says, funny fact about the hike video. My mom saw there was a bit of a deal caught in the video. Probably not PC. Never saw it, but post-production, I saw it. Must have cleaned it up. Yeah, you're welcome, BB. Let's see. Will says it would probably take a while for the bot to go to 34, 35. I agree, 100%. I would be happy if it would just hit 32 again. Yeah, so would I, to be honest with you. Because obviously I have an income stream. My YouTube income stream is from the AdSense stream is from America. So when I transfer that money over, it would be nice for it to carry a little more bot with it. That would be great. One Hungry Traveler says, I would like to see 38 to the dollar. Oh, that would be awesome. Even though not going to happen. Yeah, I doubt it. But Richard says, D deal. Can't spell it out. Ah, good for you, Richard. Good for you. Cody says, watch a video recently where the property had 3 homes on it for rent, all about $150 to $200 a month, or for sale for 2.5 million baht. Doesn't make sense to buy. The only way that would make sense is if you bought all 3 and then lived in one and rented out the other 2. That would make sense because it would pay for itself eventually, and then after that you would start making a profit. Richard says, do you want to see a funny video? Check out Are You Experienced funny video of him meeting Jeremy for the first time. Starstruck. He wasn't starstruck. It was weird, man, because I was having coffee and he was coming in for the first time. That was the first time we ever met. And I think that was at Central Festival or Central Plaza, whatever it's called in Pattaya. And anyway, we went on to have a wonderful weekend. I'll say that. Me, him, and Chuck had a wonderful weekend. It was awesome. But yeah, that was funny. And there's a link to the channel. So if you want a little comedy in your life, go check that one out. I think I was about half asleep when I met Are You Experienced. So with all that being said, guys, I hope you got some value out of today's content, and I hope that first of all, let me say this to the people that come on here and contribute. I really appreciate you guys more than you can imagine financially. You guys are going to allow me to, when the time comes and I have the time off, to get back to me, to get back to recording videos of places and things. And for that, I would just like to say I love you and I appreciate you. For the people that come on here and moderate, I love you and I appreciate you, because you guys do a very, very good job of making sure that I don't have to worry about looking for trolls and that kind of thing. And I appreciate that so very much. And for everybody else that participates in the live stream, I love you and I thank you for it. And here's why. Because without you guys, we don't have a live stream. Without you asking questions, we don't have a live stream. Without you making suggestions, we don't have a live stream. Without your knowledge and expertise, we don't have a good live stream. So it's nice to have such a mix of people on these live streams. It really, really is. It's just wonderful. And I appreciate it very, very much. Eddie says, Merry Christmas from Australia. And I say the same to you, sir. Chico, Merry Christmas to you. Lee says, have a good weekend. Lee, you do the same. And thank you as always. Bill says, how much money should I bring for a month vacation to Pattaya? As much as you want to spend. I'm not being funny. Really, as much as you want to spend. Stuck in Florida says, thanks JC and everyone for joining, supporting the live stream. Keep doing more live. Absolutely. Michael says, what about the We don't care about them. We don't care. We don't care. Robert says, love you too. Appreciate the love, Robert. Cody says, if we don't talk again till next week, Merry Christmas, everyone. Same to you, Cody. I hope you have a great Christmas, man. Enjoy time with your daughter and other family. No problem, Robert. I understand, man. I understand. Tommy reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up button before we say goodbye. I would greatly appreciate it. Chica says, I will visit your channel every time you do a live stream. Thank you very much, Chica. And I will check you out. I'll check out your channel later today. Momshi. I'm just remembering in my head. Do equals nightlife and drinking are expensive. Yes, that's true. Will says, if you wanted to relocate to another place in Thailand, where would that be? As of right now, I don't know. I don't know because I haven't been to enough places and spent. I've been to several different places, but I haven't spent enough time there to decide. But we will hold that question for after the new year, and I will answer it then. Don't let me forget, Will. Scott, thank you very much for everything you do for the channel. All my Scots in here that do crazy things. Let's see. Will says, oh, okay. Merry Christmas, Do More Life. Merry Christmas to the Do More Life family. You guys enjoy this time of your holiday with your family and your friends and everything else. I really hope you have all the best. All right, Experience says, share your favorite Do More Life video on your social media. It really does help. Yes, it does. It helps tremendously, and I greatly appreciate it. So if you don't mind and you feel inclined, please like, share, and subscribe. Pick your favorite Do More Life video and share it. Cody, later, buddy. Appreciate you very much, and hope you have an awesome Christmas. Will says, to Do More Life, thanks for all your hard work and Merry Christmas. You're very welcome, sir. And more hard work is coming my way. Everybody take care. Whatever you do today, be sure you do more life. Love you guys.